A powerful mix of deck building and backpack management with a focus on legendary weapons like the Bolg, Arendite, and Graham. Hello there, how are you, and welcome to Pocket Legend. Today we're going to be taking a look at an early demo for the game, one that you yourself can enjoy right now. If you head down to my description or the pinned comment, you'll find a link that will send you over to Steam where you can download this for yourself and give it a whirl for absolutely free. And if you do like what you see and want to be up to date on when the game releases, be sure to wishlist it while you're over there. I need to give a huge thank you to the development team of Pocket Legend for sponsoring this video and giving me early access to this demo before it's available anywhere else, because I'm special and you wish you were me. Anyway, get a load of these animations. Pocket Legend is doing something that I rarely see, which is fluidity in their animation work. With a lot of deck builders or backpack games, I'm used to them being very limited in animation, or at least not very fluid, and this is kind of just changing all of that. The animation work on some of the enemies and the characters in this game, beautiful, fantastic, I love it. Now, while Stack is showing here as part of the two characters, I can't play her right now, which is okay because she has a more advanced sounding playstyle in the first place. Blitz over here is our standard normal playstyle character, and so he's going to show us what we can do. Now, you can toggle on story mode if you're checking out the demo for the first time, and what story mode will do is run you through like a tutorial and teach you how to play the game as you're getting into it. But I'm going to do a little bit of that for you and show you a normal run, so let's get in. Now, as I said earlier, this is a deck builder and backpack management game. Now, up here in the upper right, you can check the map, see where you are, where you can go, all your different outcomes. You've got event areas, which are either NPC interactions or maybe a surprise fight. You've got battles where you can win and get, money and rewards and stuff like that. We also have our deck lists. We can take a look at all of our cards. Red cards are typically your attacks, blue cards are typically your defenders, and the skill cards, the yellow ones, are your buffs, things that will, alter the state of play at the moment. So, I'm not going to lie to you. All of the items and weapons, they are named after mythological and legendary weapons of fable, like the Graham, etc. I'm not going to... Look at this. I can't pronounce the actual way to say these, so if I fumble around some of the pronunciations, I'm sorry. I'm a silly head. We also have in the upper right the grid, or the inventory. So whenever the inventory is mentioned, they mean this, these squares. We start with a 3x3, and this is where we have to insert all of our... basically our attacks and our defenses, but we'll get more into this as we get into combat and as we start to expand upon it, which, speaking of which, when we start the run, we are given the option of starting with some extra money. We can see in the upper left I've got no money and no stones, so I could start with a bit of pocket change, I could take some extra card, or I could expand on my inventory space, and I'm going to do that first because I really like expanding inventory. So, we've been given a random 2 space, right? We can't put this in a position where it's not going to actually expand anything, nor can we place it in a position where the cross is not placed on the actual grid. So put the cross on the grid, and how it expands out is how you're going to expand on your space. So we do this, and now our grid is expanding and getting a bit bigger, which means we can fit more stuff in. I'm going to start the run with an event space, and we get an NPC who is immediately going to take away one of our tiles. You rotten. He could have taken away 1, 2, or 3. We get stones for that trade, but now our space looks like this. It's all wonky. It's all off. It's the risk that you run when you go to these event spaces. I'm going to go into a fight. Let's get into a 2v1 straight away. Oh, they're being mean. Okay, let's get into it. So right now we can see what our enemies are doing. These Azoths, which, by the way, I'm going to remind you over and over and over again, keep an eye on the animation work, the designs. Enemies in this game look beautiful. It's actually ridiculous how cool the designs are. He's got a crow head coming out of his face on the back end. He's balancing on a sword that's stuck in the ground. It's so cool. Now, Anger, he's going to cast an ability that gives him 2 strength. Strength just means he does +2 damage on all of his attacks. Permanent buff. He's buffing up, he's going to hurt us, we want to get rid of this guy. This dude's just going to start defending, I'm going to ignore him. Which I have to, because melee weapons will only hit enemies in the front. You will find range weapons that can shoot and hit the guys in the back, so right now we're going to worry about taking care of the first guy. We have a dagger, we have the siren, we have Graham, and we have a skill that gives us a damage increase. So what are we going to do? So, I could take, say, Graham, I can bring it up here, and you can rotate the weapons. I didn't know that I could rotate the weapons for a good long while. I actually beat this demo a number of times, never knowing that I could rotate. So that's an embarrassing thing about me. But what we can do is put these anywhere we want in the backpack. Now, I'm going to put the Siren here, because contrary to the Graham and the Karnwanen, the Siren has a special effect. It will do 4 damage on its own, but it will do bonus damage for every empty space nearby. So because there are empty spaces over here and over here, we've got 4 extra ones, it's going to do 8 damage. Now, we could drop things like extra weapons in spaces, but the problem is it will do less damage. So once we drop it in the backpack, we right-click, we attack, we do damage, and now it's been used, it's grayed out, it's been consumed. I can drop in other weapons however I want now. Now I could drop the Graham in here by turning it sideways. Fantastic. I should have sharpened the Siren first, but it would have only given us +1 damage. It's fine, we can still get that +1 damage on the Graham. Like that. We've got little arrow up here that shows we buffed it. Right click, we attack. Now, everything that you don't use in your hand goes to a discard pile. In the bottom left, we have a draw pile. That's the deck of cards that we have left. We can see we've got all of our defending cards because we drew none in our initial hand. When it goes out of our hand and goes to the retrieve pile, we can see them all in here. So, for example, if I end my turn, that dagger should now go there as well. And our Graham actually dropped out of our inventory. So, weapons that attack won't always stay in your inventory at the end of each turn. Defending cards, I believe, do. I have not seen a defending card just dump itself out at the end of a turn, but you can see all of our used cards over here. The vanished pile is for one-time use cards, where you activate them, they're used up, and that's it, they go away. You can manipulate the vanished pile, but this is effectively like the card graveyard. A lot of powerful effects like drawing extra cards or permanently increasing the power of yourself for the fight, those kind of effects will get used and then will go away afterwards. Now, we have no other attacks, but we do have the risk that was playing right here. We've got a lot of hits coming in towards us. I could attack him, but I'm only going to do 8 damage. If I could kill him here, I would. I can't, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to defend, because I don't want to lose any more health. They're going to do a collective of 8 damage. We've got 3 defense, 3 defense, 2 defense. We've got enough, so we'll take this, we'll drag it out, dump it, just get rid of it. Drag our defendy boys in, same deal, right click. We're buffed up, we can now block that 8 damage. End turn. Look at the animation work, by the way. The blocking, the attacking, it's great, dude, I love it. Now, we've got, he's defending and he's buffing, so we don't need to worry about defending for this turn. We could leave these in here. You can leave defenders in for as long as you want, like I said, and just save them for a rainy day. Just in case next turn you don't draw any. But I want to get rid of this guy and I want to hurt the guy behind because he's starting to buff up too. So we don't have to worry about the Siren. So I can just drop these attacks in. I can even drop in this defendy boy and leave it here for next turn. Now, the 4 squares in the upper left of the sharpened blade, skills don't get dropped into the inventory. They're just consumed, right? That's why it's got the consume named word down the bottom where it's retrieved from the inventory if used. Retrieved basically is the word that describes things going out of the inventory and going into the retrieved pile. So retrieved is basically just discarded from the inventory or your hand into this pile. So this is automatically retrieved into that pile. It's used basically. So if we use this, because of those 4 squares in the upper left, that's not showing us how it fits into the inventory. It's showing us the range at which you can buff. So we can buff 2 weapons at once, and now all of it will do more damage. We're doing 7 damage here, so not enough to kill just yet, but we are getting there. End our turn. They're going to buff, they're going to defend. Now, for us, whenever we defend, if you notice there, our defends don't remain. There are ways that you can make them remain. There are special cards and effects that can make your defenses stay and last each turn. However, enemies' defends will stay per turn, so be mindful of that. You're encouraged to not let enemies defend and buff up too much. You want to get rid of them before it becomes an issue. Now, having said all that, we've got a problem here because this guy's going to swing for 6, this guy's going to swing for 5. I've got a 2 block, I can't stop that. And if I drop the Siren in here, it's going to do 7 damage, which is enough to kill. So I could do this, for example. No, actually, wait. I think it's a moot point, because I could drop the dagger in there, but that's just, it takes away 2, adds 2. +2, though. No, it is beneficial to do this, I believe. But it actually doesn't matter, because He dies either way. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. I actually would have done more damage. I made a mistake. I would have done more damage if I did it the other way around. That's why you've got to, like, think. It's interesting in that there are effects that have you thinking about the order of operation, and that the actual order that you choose to apply things does actually matter. It's kind of wild that way. I've made plenty of mistakes just in the process of trying to crunch numbers and figure out, oh, what do I want to do? What do I need to do? How do I do this? I'm going to dump everything out. Put the siren back in. Maximize the... No, see, now I think I definitely should put the Gram in here underneath there, because we're doing 8 damage. I buff it with this. I do 9. But if I put this down here, we lose 2 damage on the siren. So we go from 8 damage to 6, but this does 3 damage, so it's to 9, 10, 11. Now this is 11 damage versus 12 damage. Hang on. I'm overthinking it. We do it this way. We do it this way. There we go. We do damage. We do damage. This is what I mean, dude. You get to think about it. Now, you might be wondering, can you move these after they're put in? Yes, you absolutely can. So every turn you can rearrange your inventory as much as you want. You can shuffle things around however they need to fit. Make them fit. He's about to hit me for a lot of damage here. Can I do 10 damage? 3, 6, 7, 8? I cannot. And I can only block for 5. So let's... I mean, we're going to have to do that, aren't we? Let's just deal with it the best way we can. I'm going to block. I feel like it's more important to block more damage than to risk taking more hits, because we will just get rid of him next turn while he's not doing an attack. We dump all of these out. This doesn't actually matter anymore because he should die here. He perishes, and we get our rewards. So I get money. You can skip all this if you don't want to actually take anything, but you should. Take your money. Take your extra inventory space. So now I can do this, and we can start building down. We can take a new card if we want. Now you can, once again, skip this. You are not forced to take new cards. You can hit cancel, you can hit skip, and you can just miss out. That way you're not flooding your deck with cards you don't want. However, this gives me a good chance to go over a couple of new things. So Final Flame is another skill. It works specifically on consumed weapons and makes them vanish afterwards. Remember, the vanish pile is like the graveyard. So there are certain weapons and effects in the game, attacking weapons, that have a consume effect. After you use them once, they guarantee dump out of the inventory. This will make those weapons do a lot of damage, but then they are vanished for the rest of the game. So, you know, your big final blow kind of deal. The Panaka is an example of a far-away attacking ranged weapon that can hit guys in the back row. Pretty neat. This is a 2 space as well, so it's the same space as the dagger, but it does 1 extra damage than the dagger, but the caveat is you can't tell it to attack the front guy. It has to hit the back guy, and it consumes, so you use it and then it goes away. The Colored Bowl. Now, I'm not going to take this right now because if you see up here, it takes up a lot of room, and I don't have a big enough inventory to really facilitate this. Plus, it plays into Wrath Pieces, which, long story short, Wrath Pieces are like tokens. There are certain weapons and effects that will trigger Wrath Pieces to spawn in your inventory as effectively junk. But then there are other pieces, like the Colored Bowl, that will consume those tokens to buff you each turn. Very, very potent, very, very powerful. Now, bound items. This is a green item. It's a new color. Bound items will go into your inventory, and they're kind of stuck there, which is why it also has the stuck named word down here. It can't be moved. I showed you that every turn you can shuffle your pieces around. Stuck items cannot be moved around. Once they are there, they are glued to that place. So you better be sure you've put it where you want it to stay. But the trade-off is they're very powerful. Getting +2 extra damage to everything you do every turn that you can consume a Wrath Piece is incredibly powerful. Very powerful, but that's the trade-off. There's risk-reward, there's difficulty in using it. The reward is very big power. I'm going to skip those cards because none of them play into the strengths that I'm trying to demonstrate for the video. Let's go to an event space next. It's a battle against this really cute little... I love this guy. He's like a little slime. He's got a ring wrapped around his head. Now, he's going to spray fluid at me. He's going to create a sticky solution that is stuck in my inventory. He's basically going to try and clutter my bags and make it harder for me to build things. So I want to get in here and get rid of him quickly. We're going to buff all of this. We're going to drop these in. We can throw all of our attacks and defends. The defend doesn't really matter, but I'd rather put it in here so that I can keep it for a rainy day in the future. And here's the sticky solution. I can't move this. You can't move stuck items. It just sits there. If I had an item that could destroy this, there are certain things that get rid of disrupts. But other than that, it's just stuck here and I have to live with it. So I'm going to drop the Siren in here and we'll get 6 damage from this thing attacking. Bam. And then we'll drop you down in here. Bam. I'm just going to use the defense. There's no reason to use it. He's not attacking, but he is buffing up. And now he's going to try and attack me for 5 damage. Lucky for me, I'm going to dump this out. There's a fancier way that we can do it. We can do this, and then we can do this. Look at that. And so now we can block 5 damage, and we can deal more damage back to him and start cracking that shield that he's put on himself. New turn. What do we have? Some attacks. He's going to defend again. Of course he is. Take this out. Drop Graham in. I would have to... Yeah, we'd have to ditch this in order to fit the other Graham. Let's do that. Do that. Turn it. Drop it. Doesn't really matter which 2 we buff. Just buff 2 of them. Swing. He's dead. Gold, stones, cards. If you're wondering what the stones are for, I will show you soon. Do not worry. We will get to see soon what the stones are for. The Arendite. I love this card in particular. The Arendite is one of my favorites. We just stick it somewhere, and we get 2 strength while it's on the inventory space. It is volatile though, so it can't be used unless placed in inventory. So basically, you stick it in the inventory and you leave it, and it doesn't do any buffs or do anything until that. Volatile kind of just serves the purpose of making sure you can't manipulate cards in ways they weren't intended for. Draw a card from the vanished item pile when placed. This is how you can get back vanished items. So I told you that the graveyard can be messed with. This is kind of your graveyard retrieval item. And then over here we have the Dropnir, which is the inverse kind of the Arendite, because well, sort of. So while the Dropnir is in play, you get Agile. This increases your defensive values for all of your cards. So if a card would give you +2 defense, it'll now give you +3. It also is stuck, so be careful where you put it. I might take the Rui, because there are some really powerful and potent cards and effects that can go into the vanished pile, and if we take them back out, it's very good for us. A chest. We can come and get a relic for free. We open up the chest. Mountain Goat Pouch. Gain 4 random inventory tiles when a battle starts against a boss or an elite. So, just free 4 spaces. We don't get to decide how they're placed, but we do get free spaces. I'm going to do another fight. Ah! It's the Mjegingyor, the Belt of Thor, I believe. Love to see it. So I'm gonna start by... What's the best way? I think this is the best way to drop him. But I can't then... I can't have all the pieces I want, so let's just do this. So we benefit from 9 damage this time. And then we do this, and we can do this. And I can fit them all in. I thought I wasn't going to be able to. Look at that. Perfect. Fit like a glove, dude. Like a glove. He's gonna do strength buffing now, so I want to do damage. So I'm going to ditch all of these to get the maximum 9 damage out. I'm then gonna drop you in here, and then you in here. Swing for more. Look at this, it's beautiful. Combat doesn't have to be... This is what I like about this too, is once you get kind of accustomed and comfortable with what you're doing, combat becomes very quick. Like, you can start racing through killing enemies very quickly, grabbing your rewards, deciding what you want to do. It doesn't have to be too slow if you just want to race through animations very quickly and start attacking. It's very quick. You don't have to worry too much about what cards are in your hand, because they'll just cycle back through anyway. There's no waiting for mana, for example, or waiting for turns to tick around so that you can ramp up in power and start playing your better cards. If you get a really good card on turn 1, play it, use it, do it. I love it. There's no stalling. Speaking of powerful cards, the Nemean Lion's coat, Heracles' coat, I believe, is very good. Now, normally, you can look at the power of items by looking at how much space they take up and how much benefit they give. So, for example, the Pridwin down here is a shield that takes up 3 spaces and gives you 3 block. The Duban takes up 2 spaces, gives 2 block. This is 6 for 9. That's great value. The problem is, it's dominantly used for a big block. Like, I need to not get hit. And it takes up space, and if you don't need to use this, or you want to do like a little bit of attacking and defending, it's very committal. So I'm not going to worry about this for now. And as a matter of fact, these other 2 weapons aren't ones I want for my build right now either. I'm being very specific about what I want. I'm trying to do a very fun build for you guys. Let's do an event space. Ah, this is very good. I was hoping we'd run into this. So this NPC is doing something very fun for us. So, enhancement. The stones up here, long story short, enhancement stones are for enhancing. You can go to the blacksmith and power up your cards permanently. They have a rarity system going from gray is common, blue rare, purple epic, and golden legendary. And what he wants to do is remove all of my enhancements off of my current pieces, off of my weapons and armor, but he will make all of my bound green items and my skills, those are the yellow ones, legendary. I haven't done any enhancing on my items yet, on my weapons or armor, so this is free. I've not paid a price, and this sharpened blade, we'll see when we get into a fight, will update and is now legendary in power. Very, very good. Now, the blacksmith is here, the forge. I don't want to go there until I've done everything else on the map. Same with the shop if it shows up. If I go to all the battles and I clear everything first, I can get more stones and more gold, because once you go to an area, as you can see, it blacks out and you can't go back. So be strategic. Go to the camp where you can rest and remove items once you've done all of your other fights and you know that you're kind of done. I forgot we had the Ruyi. Oh, that's really good. As you can see, it's now legendary. It was drawing 1 card from the discard pile, from the vanished pile rather. Now it draws 3, and it has the ready state. Ready state means it's always in my hand when a fight starts. Same with... Wow, same with Sharpened Blade got ready too, so we always get like first turn. Having this on first turn isn't as necessary, but man, that's good. So I can put this in here. 2 damage, 11 damage out the gate. He's struggling, dude. He's suffering. He's suffering. Now, the Balmung, I'm going to say right now, Balmung is a dangerous adversary, all right? He has a special effect called Revenge. Whenever we hit him, he gains 1 strength. He is hitting for 1 damage on 4 separate occasions. If he gets 1 strength, those 1s turn into 2s, and it's suddenly not 4 damage, it's 8. You hit him another time, it's 3 times 4, dude, and then it's 4 times 4. You're infinitely making him more dangerous. So now on this turn, we don't want to attack him. We want to defend against all of those hits. Now, what I can do, though, is drop some extra fellas in here and prep for next turn. I don't need to attack. I can just leave them there, because if he decides to defend next turn, I've already got some offense set up. I'm locked and loaded. Nope, he's not doing that. You know what I can do? I can sharpen my weapons, get them ready. We can block another turn. He's going to swing. We're going to block. Look, I love the animation work, dude. It looks so nice. Block it all. Now he's going to try and defend. Ho, ho, ha, ha. Unfortunate for him. I can even look in my draw pile and I will see that guarantee I will get at least these 2 cards when the next turn comes in. So I can feel confident in dumping those. I'm going to drop that in. It's 5 damage. Better than if I just dropped in the Gram for 4 damage. For 3, rather. And now I can do another Sharpen and I can actually cover everyone all at the same time. Look at that. And now we do big damage. I hate that he's barely alive. I really wanted him to die. I hate that he lived on 1. So 5 damage. Can we do 5 damage? Sadly, we cannot do 5 damage, so we're stuck defending again. I'm just enjoying rotating them, by the way. I know I don't need to, but like I said, I didn't know that I could rotate when I was first playing. I beat this demo like 5 times. No kidding, and I did not know that I could rotate. Buff it, swing it, kill him, get him out of here. New space. Ooh, fancy space. So it'd be in my better interest to put it down here, where I get at least 2 extra. I can't rotate these because they're fixed. So you right click. If you hold them and hit right click, you can rotate your pieces, but I don't believe anywhere else, as you can see, is any better than the bottom right corner. So let's start doing that. And we're kind of building a wacky looking thing. Aha! The Sword of Surtur. Once again, I can't speak. Now, this is a long boy. This takes up 4 spaces vertically, and he has a really interesting mechanic to deal with wrath pieces. However, I'm going to take it, but I don't have any wrath generation yet. I need to find... There's one weapon that I really like that generates wrath pieces that I can use and abuse to make this a very potent build. And worst case scenario, I might put a little clip in towards the end of the video to show you how this build works, because I do have footage of it, but I want to show it to you in a clean run. But long story short, it's a very fun build. I love it. Now, we've come to an event space, and we have a funny little mushroom flower fella over here with his badass looking sword. Very Lotus inspired. Very cool. He's going to hit me for 3. I have no defense pieces. The backfiring of both of these getting ready is that I have 2 spaces that are guaranteed not going to be defenders each turn. So we're just going to go in and swing on him. We have no choice. We're going to get bopped. And he's going to block at the same time. Now, this guy is interesting because he has a multitude of attacks. Man, I'm really not going to be allowed to not get hurt, am I? He has a multitude of different attacks and blocking states, so he's very tricky to deal with. He's a dangerous enemy, to say the least. Now he's doing 7 damage, but thankfully, we have the means. Now, I can't fit my Siren in there, sadly, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Swing on him. Now that we've got those defensive pieces in place, we can keep them here if we want. I could, sincerely, just try and swing with weapon swapping in and out over and over again and just block as much of this as possible, but I'm a little greedy, and I want to end him before he gets too powerful. Did I not? I didn't block. I didn't use my blocks. Use your blocks. That was done on purpose. I did this on purpose to illustrate that if you don't use it, you lose it, alright? It was very much done on purpose, believe me. And I also didn't kill him on that turn because I wanted to demonstrate, alright? Alright, it's not because I forgot and I'm bad at the game. It's because I forgot. I didn't forget. Fail not. I'm not failing. Deal 2 damage 2 times to a faraway enemy. Very interesting little design right here. So 4 damage. Good for multi-hit effects. So if you can buff the base damage, you just get improved damage on this. The Katana, with its 4-slot longboy, deals a percentage of my max life as damage. It is also a consumed effect. Cool. The Aegis, which is, you know, nice little 2x2. Gain 5 defense, and then deal 2 damage to nearby enemies for every 50% of defense gained. To be honest, I might take the Aegis. 5 defense is a lot. It's a nice piece right there. Let's go fight. Ah, it's him again. You again? I can block you this time, though. Wait, before I do that, let's be smart. We should drop you in the most advantageous positions. We have 2, 4, 6 versus 2, 4, 6. It's the same either way. So let's put you in here. Sharpen, swing, damage, drop you in here. Use it, don't forget it. You lose it, don't lose it. Block damage. Now he's swinging for 5, but we have what we need. I'm just going to use it straight away, dude. I'm using it straight away. Attack! And then he swings. And now I even have my Aegis over here, which would be really, really good because I can defend myself against this onslaught that he's trying to throw at me. So what's the best way for me to go about this? Probably just to dump. I could keep you. So we dump you. We dump you. We put you in here. And now I can even fit you in here. Look at that. So this is for all defense gain. Is that all defense in general? No, it's defense gain from Aegis. So I at least get to do 2 damage. It counts as effectively it's a Pridwin, it's a Pridewin of defense. It's a Duban of defense, all put together, plus a dagger hit at the same time. That's a lot of utility coming off of one thing, dude. The Aegis is kind of sick. And I can just keep using it, you know? I can pop it now, break that shield, do damage. I'm a fan of the Aegis. Whoa! A legendary tile? You don't see these every day, dude. Okay, if I drop it here, we can kind of fill this space. Nice! That's really cool. The cornucopia, you use it and you draw an item. You just draw something else and it's consumed afterwards. So it goes back in, it rotates through. So if you're looking for draw power, there are some effects that want you to draw more cards, or maybe you just want to use this as a filler. I'm not going to worry about those. I'm looking for Wrath cards. The fellas that go with this named convention down here, Wrath pieces. I'm looking for those. So we're going to keep moving until we find more, hopefully. It's the belt again. So we can do this. We can't buff or worry about those things. It stayed. Does that have preserve on it? It does have preserved. I didn't even notice. I didn't read out what preserve does. So preserve means it just doesn't get retrieved when the turn ends. Once again, retrieved is the word for going into the pile. It goes into this pile, so it doesn't get... I can keep this in my hand indefinitely until I want to use it, basically. Very, very cool. You're buffing this turn, not attacking. So now, maybe with those extra piles, I can stick 2, 4, 6, 7. I think that's the most I can do right now is 7 with this, which is very cool. And we may as well buff you up and do 13 damage in one go. Is insane, by the way. Now I can drop these in and keep them for a rainy day in case he starts attacking next turn, because he's buffed up. He's going to do a lot more damage to me. Let's drop the Aegis in. We're going to buff. We're going to drop you in here. We're going to swing, do damage, block all of it, because we are just winning right now. Oh, there we go again. Okay, so we can ditch this. We can put you in here. We're going to do 5, 8, 10 damage. Not worth it. We take care of that. We do 7, 10, 12 damage. Sounds good to me. An extra room for more attacks if we need them. Let's put you up here so we can make this line and make a 4-space vertically. There's a lot of really strong... Ooh, the Guybolg. Guybolg. I love Guybolg. I'm taking Guybolg, by the way. Guybolg is one of my favorites, just things, one of my favorite weapons. I'm a big spear fan. Big spear boy. Big polearm boy. Big long pokey boy. I love him. So the Guybolg... Once again, you have to look at what things have in terms of how much space to take up and how much utility they offer. So he takes up 4 spaces vertically and then 1 little fella off to the side. He's a bit of a tricky piece to fit in. He's got an unusual shape, right? But for those 5 spaces, he does 8 damage. And if you kill an enemy with it, you recover 5 life. It's amazing. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. I love it. Now we have the Smith, and we also have the Bonfire over here. So... luckily for me, I didn't end up with any junk pieces in my bags. Normally there's you know, nasty junk things. Oh, you also have details, by the way. Look at this. You get to take a look. You can even see how it upgrades. You can get rare, unique, and legendary of them. It's very, very cool, dude. So you can full on just take a look and get little breakdowns of all of these different things, like the Guybolg, Prince of Light, all very cool. It's very fun, dude. And a lot of these things, admittedly, items and weapons that I don't even know anything about. Like, I'm very much not aware of all of these and all of their origins, so being able to read up on some of them and take a look at little, you know, little fun little mini breakdowns, it's cute, dude. I like it. There's a lot of love and respect put in here. Now, at the campfire, I could choose to recover some life. I could get rid of cards I don't want. For example, I could theoretically get rid of maybe some of the basic attacks or the basic daggers, because they're not giving me as much value. I could potentially ditch some of the, like the Pridewin, the Pridwins. I could get rid of some of the blocks. That way I have easier access to draw through and get to my Aegis. But do I want to right now? I think I might actually remove a card. I might get rid of one of the Pridwins. Yeah. They take up a lot of room. It's easier on my grid right now to fit 2s, like 2 here, stuff like that. So the little guys, I can still squeeze in and still get good value. It's 2 for 2, 3 for 3, right? But I'm looking to get through my deck faster to get to the good ones, like my Aegis and my Guybolg. So we want to clear the clutter a little bit. Let's go to the Forge. Now, I can select an item. Let's start with my favorite. And we can use 1 stone to upgrade it from gray to blue. We can enhance it. So, it'll get one of the following effects. We'll either get up to extra basic stats on it, an effect, which is what we saw with the yellow names, and we'll maybe get the preserve trait added. +3 to basic stats. So it now does 11 damage. Goodness, that hits hard. I want to buff this sword, so it'll either get +1 to basic stats or preserved. What about the Aegis? What does it get? Bonus effects and but base... Oh, if the stats went up... 50% to effects. So just... Wait, gain 5 defense and deal 5 damage to nearby enemies for every 50% of defense gained. So it's more damage. Okay, cool. I'll take it, dude. Buff this sword for me, please. More damage. I like it. Thank you. Now, if I wanted to, and I might do this with my bulb just to show you, to continue upgrading these, right? It costs more each time. So to go from common to blue costs 1. From blue to purple costs 2. I've just used my last 2 stones. We've got preserved and 3 more to... Oh, you gain... Okay, I was going to say, it gained preserved. Didn't get an extra +3. They can't do that. And now, if I wanted to add even more, I need 3 stones. So you can keep upgrading these. These are permanent fixes, right? They will stay this way. Very important to pick the pieces you want to upgrade and start doing it. So my health situation now, I didn't rest at the campfire, but I'm hoping that I can start hitting dudes with my Bolg and start healing back. Now we come to the gate, we're ready to leave, we'll go to the next area. There are 3 locations in this demo. The first one doesn't have any mini-boss fights or boss battles. You come to this second region, stage 2, Deep Forest. In this region, there is an elite fight, and then in the third region, there's boss fights. We have to deal with over here. Ugh, not you. Look at this design, by the way. I love how it's all like curled in on itself and the folds of the textures and stuff. Ooh, it looks cool. 8 damage. I have no blocks. I'm in danger. That's a lot of hurt coming my way, dude. I need my Aegis. Ow. We can only hope that I will get... I mean, it's a lot of stuff. Ah, every turn this guy locks a piece. This is annoying. So every single turn, he's going to pick one of my pieces and he's going to make it unusable. So it's in my best interest to keep a bunch of pieces in here in the hopes that he doesn't always pick my best piece. So what's he going to lock? Did he locked that one this time? Cool. Actually not cool. That's annoying. Let me move this. Because I want to get my Aegis in. There we go. That's only 7 block. How typical is it that I'm now being punished for what I did before by getting rid of my Predwins and I don't have enough block now to stop you and I need to ditch my dagger? It's typical, dude. It all works out because I got a spare dagger. So we ditch that. We put you in there. So 5 block. 8 block, ditch, dagger, swing, swing, next turn. There we go. Now the problem is he might decide to lock my Aegis. Or well, he has literally locked my other shield here, which is annoying. We could put the Bolg in for 11 damage, which is still better than 3. So it's in my better interest to do this. As silly as that sounds, right? And then we can buff it to do more damage, and now we can outright just kill him. We could kill him. I might do this though. There we go. Watch the healing. Ready? Bam! 5 more life back. I love it. We're recouping that 8 damage he did to me at the start. Colored Bulgus, cool, but I'm looking for a different weapon. It is Wrath Piece, but I'm looking for a different weapon. No. Don't want any of those right now. We're looking to build a certain thing. Chest, thank you. Give me my relic. Skull Flag. Deal 3 damage to all enemies at the start of every turn. I've never had this. Wow, dude, that's cool. Just free damage. Thank you. Event Piece. Oh, reduce max health by 50% to get the Blood Red Cape. Or don't do it. I'm doing it. You might think I'm insane, but the Blood Red Cape is very cool. We gain 3 dodge at the start of all battles. Dodge just means the enemy can't hit me. So for the first 3 instances of damage, I can't be hurt. It's very, very cool. I like it. So now, I'm at full health. Look at that. I'm fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This also means if I've got my 3 dodge, because I've got these coming in on the ready, I have a means of attacking, doing damage, and kind of bursting my enemies and setting up shop without immediately suffering damage if the enemies are going to start swinging at me. He missed. This little Ankh down here, that's my dodge charges. So he's going to miss too, so I don't have to worry about putting it in defense, but I might do it just because I have them. And we start loading up. Use them. There's no reason not to. I need to get Wrath Pieces. This sword's sitting here doing nothing. It won't do any damage unless I have Wrath Pieces. Buffing. Being annoying. There's that free 3 damage from the Skull Flag. Cool. Cool. Look, dudes are dying in the back here. That's very cool. I like that. Buff. And dude, damn, that's insane, man. That's so cool. This Aegis is carrying now. Put Graham in. We can ditch both of you, actually, so that we can... and then... and we can... big damage. And next turn, you'll take an extra 3. Not quite enough to kill, but it's enough that the dagger can finish off that little bit of extra damage for... Wait a minute. Oh, I was about to say, I might just hit with the Guy Bog, but I'm at full health. I forgot, I'm at full health. I don't need to care. Once again, it's in my better interest to do this. What we're gonna do is try and kill this guy in this turn. So we can put this here and get 7 damage. Then we can put you here, buff you, and we'll do 13 damage. Perish. The Bolg is back and better than ever. So I might do this. And we'll start connecting down here. That way if I get across to the left, we can put that there. Or up here and start building down and try and just, you know, spread the grid out a little bit. It's nice getting a purple one too. Another Bolg. I try not to take too many of these giant pieces. They'll start getting in the way. But it is very cool that we get another one. Still no Wrath pieces. We're looking for Wrath. I'm not going to worry about it until we find Wrath. Next battle. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Look at him, dude. He's like a fan flower. A flower fan. A flan. He's cute. Drop this in. Doesn't really matter which one I buff. They're all going to do damage. So, bam, get hurt. Let me drop him in here. Let me buff him. Bam, get hurt. But, oh no, what's happening? Let's look at his effect. Dust Bowl. Add a sandy soil to opponents when taking damage. It doesn't do anything. It's just junk. But it's junk that goes into my pile. Into my retrieve pile. So, eventually, my whole deck will start getting flooded with these, and I'll start drawing more of them than I will actual useful pieces. I've still got dodge on me, so I don't have to worry about putting any defensive cards in. Let's just... Wait, why did I do that? I just ruined the damage of my Siren. Man! Only by like 2. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. It's +1. Well, yeah, I could have... Yeah, you know what I mean. It all would have... It would have helped. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's gonna die anyway. He has no chance. He has nothing. What do you have, sir? What do you have? You have nothing. You're finished. As soon as my Guy Bolg shows up again, or even... I'm blocking the... I'm dodging this turn. There's no reason. I was going to put my Aegis down and get more 5 damage, but there's no need. Just smack him a bunch, do all this. And then... End turn. He swings, he misses. This is where the cape comes in handy, man. The cape is really, really nice. Oh, look. Buff. Die. But the cape is risky. There are ways that... Oh, look at that. Just what I wanted. The cape can be very risky. Enhance! I love Enhance. I'm taking Enhance. This is also a instant vanish card, so my Ruyi Baoju finally gets a chance to be used. This will... Basically, the way that my Gaibolg and my other pieces were enhanced at the blacksmith, this will temporarily give them a boost. It will temporarily enhance them for the battle. So I can take under-leveled pieces and make them a bit stronger for now, just for the fight. So, oh. Acid solution. Really now? I'm going to put this in here, put this in here. I can't enhance them, but that's fine. Because I can still do a bit of damage by just playing defensive. This is an insane piece, dude. No! Okay, so the acid solution is annoying. So he drops this in. It's stuck. I can't move it. It's in the way. And it's going to halve the damage or defense effectiveness of whatever's next to it. So this Duban is now only giving me 1 defend. It's annoying. So instead, I'm going to kill him. I'm going in, dude. Should have put my Siren down first. Oh, well. I'm not playing smart. Probably because I don't need to, because this guy is as good as gone. He has no chance. He has no chance. How embarrassing would it be to die to a shield? Ha! Defend! Death by defense. We can start putting this... I might put it here and start building up here first before I come to the outer wall. Wrath pieces. There is a Wrath piece there. Create Wrath piece, then gain 2 defense twice. I want the sword. I don't want the shield. There's a sword that builds Wrath pieces that's much better. And I just end up getting rid of this later anyway, because I don't... It would clutter. I'm planning for the future. It would clutter too much. My deck would quickly become overrun with Wrath pieces that I can't spend. I'm not worried about that. Couple of grams. Pow, dude. Get hurt. Where's my enhance card? I want to do some enhancing, please. Now, this guy is annoying. He retrieves all of the items in my inventory at the end of each turn. So no matter what I put in, he dumps my bag out every turn. He grabs it, he turns it upside down, he shakes it out. He's rude. He's a rude dude. So we want to get rid of him ASAP. Do that first. Then I'll stick you there. Do that there. Bam. And look, I've put all these pieces in. And then he's going to go, pa! And he takes it all out because he's annoying. But I'm dodging his attacks. He has no chance. Gasp! Only 1 attack? But we have our enhance this time. So I'm going to drop my little dagger in. And it's only a gray, but if I do this... Pow! It becomes a blue, and it gets the ready status. You can't pick and choose what it's going to get. Ready in this instance means nothing because it means it's meant to show up in my hand at the start of a fight. So it didn't help us. It didn't help us. But that's fine. Sometimes you'll get a damage buff. Sometimes you'll get really cool things that make it work in ways that you didn't expect. He dies at the start of his turn anyway. Draw cards? This is amazing. I'm taking draw cards, by the way. Oh, but the Grand Grimoire... No. Draw card is way better. Draw card's way better. I like it more. I was thinking, but no. I'll show you draw card in combat. Let's go into our final combat before we fight a... What do you do again? Acid solution? How about Guy Bowl? Do you like that? Just get in the habit of using your shields each turn, even if you don't need to. Just do it. I'll drop you down there. Drop you up here. I'm just going to drop you guys randomly. There we go. Fire it all. Nice 8 damage. Okay, here we go. Finally, I can show you what my draw card does. So, this will draw cards equal to the number of spaces an item takes up. This is taking up 4 spaces, so let's draw 4 cards. Insanely busted. How good is that? And now I drop my enhance on my Aegis. It gets, wow, that's pretty cool. That's 7 damage while blocking for 5. Dude. Dude, sucks to be you. I'm gonna put that down there. I'm gonna put this up here. We're gonna do and he dies. Look at that. That draw 4 is insanely potent, dude. Let's put that there. Let's grab a card. Do we have Trishula? Trishula doesn't generate. Trisha removes wrath pieces. I'm looking for a very specific thing. Parrying is pretty cool, by the way. You can instantly vanish a weapon, so, you know, just drop it on a weapon and it goes away forever. And you'll gain 8 defense. It's a very quick block. Not worried about it right now because my Aegis is all the defense in the world. It's insanely good. So we have a camp, we have a shop, and we have an elite fight. Let's go do the elite fight real quick. Hello, elite mans. You're going to do what? Very cool design. It's like a sword plant thing. What are you? The Mistletoe. Okay. Creates a root of evil and retrieve items if impossible. I remember what this does now. So let's put some sauce. Look at the... Oh, it's because of my mountain goat pouch. I was going to say, look at my board. Because we're getting 4 random tiles. Wow. I can get the maximum damage on my siren with this, by the way. So let's dump that in there. 14 damage. Get hurt. No need to worry about these right now. Let's just end our turn. Right, so this root of evil here. It will vanish if the neighboring tiles are empty. So if I put a sword in here, or I put my Aegis in here rather, if I put this here, see how it shows the little yellow tile off to the side of it? It will not go away as long as it's next to something. It needs to be isolated, like an infection. We need to isolate it and let it be on its own, and then it will go away. And every turn, he's going to keep trying to add these things and be annoying. Let's drop this in. Let's draw 4. There's the Bolg. I might make my Bolg legendary, actually. Let's drop this in here. Let's buff this. Bam! 14 damage. I love it. Let's drop this in up here because it'll fit. Let's drop this over here because it'll fit. Let's drop this over here because it'll fit. And let's go off, dude. Let's go off. Look at that. He's going to swing and a miss because I've got block on my side. Well, dodge on my side. I'm too dodgy, dude. Too dodgy. You can't handle it. Did you put it back exactly where it was before? Did he put another one? What happened there? What happened there? Are you silly? Are you silly? Are you unusual? You know what we can do? I can maybe take this and put that over there. Put this over here. No. No. I can put this over here. I can put this... I want to try and fit... You know, I could just fit this in here like that. I want to get the siren in, but it's not worth, like, dumping half of this out to fit the siren in. We'll just go with this. This guy's in danger, man. He's in... This is the elite fight. He's going to put 2 in there now. And so now every item that connects to it would get dumped out. Unfortunately for him, it's too late. The Guy Bolg takes another one. Now, whenever you beat an elite fight or a boss fight, you'll get a relic. So we've got the regular shopper badge. Decrease the shuffle cost at shops by 50%. There is a re-roll what's in the shop, and now that's going to be half off for me. That's great. We get extra enhancement stones. Raging Anger. Increase weapon damage by 2 after creating Wrath Piece. This is really good. I'm going to take it for my Wrath build. But I still don't have the sword that I want. But I'm hoping that the shop might have the sword that I want. Actually, the sword has dual wield, which is insanely good. I'm going to buy dual wield. Yeah, we're buying dual wield. That's really good. Now, in the shop, we have, down here, we can reset the stores what it offers for 20. It used to be 40, but we've got that half off VIP token. We can buy other relics over here. We've got a Dream Catcher. Gain 1 item when resting at a bonfire. Spend 300 to get 300. Not sure how that works. Marching Boots. If there are 5 or more disrupts when turn ends, instant vanish everything. That's very cool, but I want dual wield. Thank you. And we're going to re-roll everything. Purple Final Flame? Man, they're not messing around. A legendary Poe? Ooh. Ooh. I might buy that legendary Poe right now. Actually, what's this over here? Draw 2 items when the battle starts. So just draw 2 extra. Remove the Fog of War so I can see where everything is. Draw as many items as the draw limit when using 7 items during a turn. Wow, there's some nice stuff here. I want this Poe. I'm debating buying the small bag, but I really want the weapon in particular, so I'm going to re-roll. I'm hoping. Another dual wield. I can't. I'm looking for something in particular. I'm looking for something very particular. Another sword? I could, but I'm not. I'm looking. It's in particular, dude. Ah! Gain gold when winning with this item placed in the inventory. Look at that, dude. Ah! 15 gold. Another Aegis. Please, please. I'm desperate. I'm running out of money and I'm desperate. A legendary guy. Ooh! Ooh! Look at it. Ooh! It's so pretty. Ooh! I love it. No, I need. I could take another one, right? We could just rotate it around a bit. We could fit them together like a Lego piece. It'd be great. I'm not gonna find it, am I? A purple Raging Anger? I might have to buy this, actually. I unironically should buy that. One more reroll, please. I'm out of luck. I didn't get it. Legendary Fail Not, though. That's pretty cool. 4 damage 3 times? That's a lot of damage for a bow to do to a back row, man. Alright, we didn't get lucky with it that time. We'll have to just cross our fingers. Oh, there was another fight up here I didn't do. We'll have to cross our fingers for a good outcome later. Now, the Poe, unfortunately... Well, we do get to see this a little bit. So, the Poe over here will do damage to all enemies. That's why I love this thing, because it hits everyone. Massive cleave. It will also remove a Wrath piece, and its own damage will go up by 2. Normally it's by 1, but it's going up a lot. So if I dump this here, we also have Raging Anger. Weapon damage goes up by 3, and it creates a Wrath piece. There's our Wrath piece. So it does 9 damage to everyone, and it will eat that and do more damage. We can also buff it. Wow. And then we swing. Everyone gets hit. The Poe is insane. This is why I like Wrath builds, man. Wrath builds one of my favorite. We did lose it, though, unfortunately. Nice miss. Alright, next up, what do we got? The Bolg. He's trying to hit me this turn. Too bad he's not going to be able to, because the Bolg is swinging in. Bam! Suffer and die. Let's just start dropping these little fellas in wherever they want to go. And we're still doing 3 damage per turn. The cleave with the Poe in the build now. Insane. Oh. Dual wield. Okay, I get to show you dual wield. So dual wield will use whatever item I drop this on, whatever weapon or defense. It will use it twice. So if I drop this onto my guy Bolg, it will attack twice instead of once. But this is consumed in the process. If I do this, kill the first guy, kill the second guy, I would heal 5 life for each dude killed. Dual wield is insane. Dual wield is insane. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I could have bought that other dual wield in the shop, and I didn't. And then the game's all like, hey, would you like another dual wield anyway, my guy? Yes, please, I would. Yes, please, I would. And I can go to the bonfire. I don't have any junk. I don't have to worry about healing, so I can get rid of a card I don't want anymore. What do we not want anymore? I think the grams. I think the grams are in the way. We've got a lot of buff cards now, though. I got to ease up on the buff cards. Having said that, I don't really need the defensive cards as much anymore, right? I might get rid of the second Pridwin card, which I know what you're going to say. That's insane. What are you doing? I know what I'm going all in offense, man. I need to kill enemies while my buff for my cloak is on. Next chapter. This is the final chapter. Chest right from the start, free relic. Lifting belt, gain strength. Now we just do more damage. We just do +1 damage with everything now. Double the belts. I love that. Wait, so all 4 of these have ready. So every turn, every fight, I guarantee get this opening setup each time to do 12 damage to everyone on the screen. Every turn, guaranteed. Well, every fight start, guaranteed. Now, 2 guys attack, I lose 2 of my dodge. So I'm not going to dodge free each time. They could burn through this. I need to kill these guys before they get a little bit ahead of themselves. Draw Drop this here, enhance it, make it powerful, make it potent. And it's going to do 7 damage, which is more than anything. So, you know, we get double block and double 7s, I think. Looks like it did. Insane. Insane. Let's drop you up here. Let's have you do the final blow there. Let's have you do this. Let's drop you in here. Let's drop you in here. We're going to buff the damage on you. Create a wrath piece, doesn't matter, just do it all. They die, they don't stand a chance. Looks good to me. Please, I want my weapon. We're getting close to the end of the run and I have not used the Sword of Sutur even once. I have footage though, I will show you what that does. Because we've got a pretty awesome setup going on right now, I won't lie. With the Poe each turn. That doesn't go into the vanish, does it? No, that's not a vanishing item. Because if I had a vanishing item, I could use the Ruyi straight away. Now, these guys are interesting. We've got the Hildegrim over here. He's going to defend every single turn. He's just a big defense boy. Meanwhile, the Durandal over here, which is like 3 swords snaking through, it's really cool design. They're going to buff for the first like 2 turns and then start attacking. So you either have a way to hit the back row or you need to burn through this guy's defense really quickly. Thankfully, we have a couple of ways to hit the back row with the Poe and our Skull Flag doing damage each turn. And we dodge damage each turn guaranteed, so we're gonna have to try and hopefully weather the storm. But I need to get some really strong, yeah, I wanted to have this for my setup. Let's just drop you here for now. We can even put, actually no, I need to keep, we need to do some rotating so that we can fit the Aegis in. There we go. And now we can create a Wrath piece while buffing up our Guybolg. We drop some defendies in. We do this, we do this, we do this. Bam. He willed 20 block. He's going to get that block before he takes that 3 damage. The Skull Flag could have killed him. That's so much block, man. Let's enhance the Guybolg to Legendary. It's going to do 17 damage now. Wild. That's so much. I'm not going to worry about flooding more defensive pieces in just yet. We're going to put more offensive pieces in. Probably a way that I could manipulate this. I could put that up there. Yep. Just to squeeze damage. Just to squeeze in damage. If I'd lost life, I would have gained it back right there. I could have killed him with this, actually. I don't know why I didn't save the guy, but doesn't matter. I could have done that in a way that made the Guybolg hit this guy and just about kill him. But it's fine, because now he is dead. Yeah! Perish. Ooh, this is not... Ooh, this is not... Wait a minute. Wait, this is weird. Wait. So I'm probably always going to lose a... Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm always going to lose one of the sides, because there's no way to make this... I mean, unless you had, like, one piece jutting out here that you could do to fill it in. So, with my setup, I'm definitely going to have to lose one of the sides. But that's okay. I want to expand and fill this upper right corner in a bit more anyway. It really doesn't want to give me that sword, man. I will put that footage in near the end to show you what I'm talking about with that sword that I keep describing. If all else fails, do not fear. Big damage. Having that as a guaranteed opener, dude, is so cool. Look at them all dropping their goo in my slots. Trying to make it so that I can't do the good thing that I want to do. Oh, I think you guys are in trouble. I don't want to dump him in the middle of the screen like this, because then it gets in the way of the Guybolg fitting in, so I might just put him here. One. By one, he lives. By one, he survives. By one, he is undone. Die. Perish. Alright, still not getting it. I'm not taking anything else. There's a lot of cool effects in here, but I'm not taking them. I want my thing. Let's do some event spaces. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this is a junk card, right? Well, I get junk if I do this. So she's offering me the gravity ignoring gloves. I can look at it. What does this do? It increases the reuse for items that are larger then 5 tiles. So 6 or more. So for example, that Nemean Lion defense that gives you 9 block, you could use that twice every turn if you had these. But you get junk, you get a bag of air, and a bag of air is basically just junk that sits in your deck that doesn't do anything. It's just a nuisance. I don't need that. I think I have a single card that's 6 or more anyway. I don't go for really big chunky boys that much. There's the boss fight. We're not going to worry about him just now though. Event space. It's the same girl. Nothing, please. Ooh, another forge. I can go upgrade my stuff some more. I think I have to go there first though, because I can't get past the boss up here. Event space. Gain a card. There it is! There it is! The Levitine! Ah, oh, thank you, dude. And I can go to the blacksmith and upgrade it. This will generate a wrath piece. It's a 2-piece. It's like the dagger, but it can attack twice, so it's effectively 2 daggers in 1. And it will generate a wrath piece each time you attack with it. Ah, I'm so happy, dude. I'm so happy. I'll still maybe show you the more improved build that I did before, but this is really cool. So do this, bam. And hit him with it. Oh wait, no, this is bad. This guy's bad. Wait, I might die. We gotta kill this guy really quickly. This guy is very dangerous. Unironically, this guy is a problem. Just let you sit there for a minute. I don't want to use my dual wield just yet, but I might because I can retrieve it. This isn't good. What he does is that thorns? Yeah. He puts thorns on, and every time I hit him with thorns, I'll take 2 damage, or 4 damage in this case, which will very quickly kill me. We have to get through this fast. Like, no joke, this is quite risky. I was fine until now. So, now the problem is anything that multi-hits will trigger this every single time. So I want to get my dual wields out now. So let's swing the new sword. Every time it swings, you can use it twice, reuse 2. I can swing it twice, we generate 2 of these wrath pieces. Now this sword will consume all of the wrath pieces and do 7 damage for each, so 14. Big damage, and that is considered multi-swings. It hits effectively for each piece it takes. So if you swung this into a Thorns guy and you had a couple of these wrath pieces, you will die. I have done it. Swing the guy bold multi, big damage. Okay, and now that 4 is going to come in, which is very dangerous for us. Very dangerous for us. Okay, so I have to make sure I swing big. So let's enhance this. Didn't get a big damage boost, we can do this. And now we swing once for 14. And I think we can dodge that damage, correct? Yep, okay, we're safe. That scared me, man. I've died to that guy more often than I care to admit. He is a problem. We're good. I don't need any of that. Create Wrath Piece and then gain 2 Agile. And then it vanishes. Gaining 2 Agile is pretty cool, dude. I kind of like the 2 Agile, but I don't need that. That's for a defensive build. My Aegis is all I need. Everything else, set in stone. We're good. Ah, good. A nice, simple circumstance. Enemies that I understand. I haven't been able to use my Rougi, my retrieve pieces bound boy very much yet, because enemies are dying a little bit too quickly for my build. It's too strong. It's too good. Too powerful. Kill. Attack. Place. Use it. Why not? Swing. You won't. Ha! Be dodged. Fool. The Siren. Oh, look at this. I could drop Siren, I don't know, in here somewhere. Doesn't matter. Double swing. I could have done the Guy Bulb with the double swing, but it doesn't matter. No. We don't need to worry about those. What we do need to do now is go to the blacksmith to open up the rest of the pathway up here. So we can go to the blacksmith, and I'm gonna upgrade our builder. This is the guy that builds our wrath pieces. We like this guy, so we're gonna upgrade him once. He got an extra reuse. I can swing him 3 times now. May as well be 2 extra damage. That's insane. 1 more. Preserved. So I can keep him in my hand if I need to. That's okay. I'd probably play him as soon as I get him, though. Dual wields. I want to upgrade my dual wields, maybe my draw card. There's a lot of these effects that I want to upgrade and make better, so let's upgrade dual wield. +1 to effects. It will now use whatever thing it is 3 times. Do it again. Volatile. I don't think we need you to be volatile. Other dual wield, go. Don't think we need you to be volatile. Other one, go. Preserved. Ah, it's fine. Preserved is good. We like preserved. Preserved I can wait and hold on to until I get to a better card. Draw cards, Raging Anger, Enhance. These are all good ones that I want to upgrade. All of my special things. Let's upgrade draw card. Instant Vanish. Remove the trade Instant Vanish. Wait. That means that... Oh my god! I could just keep using this indefinitely now? Dude, that's insane! Do Enhance, so it could remove the volatile or add ready or +1 to the effects. It now gets ready. I have 5 cards that have ready now. How does that work? Do they just randomly pick between... No, I just draw them all. Okay. But I don't need this now. That's really good, but I don't need that in my hand right now, dude. It's you again. No. I should have upgraded him anyway. Just to see, just to do it. Just to do it. We have to kill him quickly. Remember, we can't wait. Oh, he's gonna start putting thorns on straight away too. Oh, you cheeky. I hate this guy. Do that quickly. Drop this in here. Do that quickly. Drop you up here. Do that. Then we can drop you in there. Do that. And now the thorns are applied, and he's gonna start putting shield on next turn. Oh, I hate this guy. I hate this guy. Let's do this. We can block damage that comes in. We can do that. So I can do this. We can do this. And now when I swing twice, 4 damage will come in, and we'll be fine because of the blocks, but... Or the dodges even, but... Yeah. Yeah, so now we've got shielding to worry about. It's 2 damage each, so we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. He's dead. Cool. I know it may not seem that scary to you, but believe me, it is. He's a nightmare. We're at the end. We've only got the boss fight left to do, so we can come in here and we can remove a card. And while we're at it, we may as well go literally just to the walls offense aggression. I'm going to get rid of the Duban, maybe. How many instant vanishes have we got? Vanishes, vanishes, vanishes. There's 3 vanishes right there. This doesn't vanish anymore. I don't really need you anymore, to be honest. But I do have, you know, I need to wait until that's used, and that's used, and we can get all 3 of them back. I might just keep that. Let's get rid of the Duban. Boss fight time. There he is. I hadn't seen the Vajra until the last time I played through this demo. There was a different boss that I fought. Look at this guy. Look, look. Such a sick design. Now, the Vajra's going to hit multiple times, as well as create a Thunder God Pillar. I'm not going to lie. I don't recall exactly what the Thunder God Pillar does. There's a lot of effects that this guy was able to do last time. But... Oh, I can't enhance him because he's already max enhanced. We just do this then. We do our opening gambit. Swing, do damage. Let's go for it. So we dodged those first 2 hits automatically. We'll even dodge this hit, so we get away with that. Now, Thunder God Pillar vanishes with neighboring items when the turn ends, so I can't move these. So anything that's next to them will get dropped out of my bags automatically. He's being a rude dude, but luckily I've got a lot of space to work with now, thanks to the what was it again? The Mountain Goat pouch. Look at all these extra spaces just coming out of nowhere. He puts it up there? Bro. Bro. I don't think you real. Look at this, dude. 5 spaces, draw 5. Insane! We could hit 3. We could hit 5 times with the Guy Bolg. Are you dead this turn? I think he's dead this turn. Hang on, let me put this in. Let me put this in real quick. Let me buff it as well. Create a Wrath piece. It now does 5 damage each time it swings. We can swing it 3 times. What happens if I swing you twice? And then you've got a use left, and then I do this. Does it swing 3 more times? It does. As long as I didn't consume it. That's insane. That's really cool. And now, I mean, he's dead. Like, I can swing twice with the Guy Ball, but more importantly, I can shuffle these around to make a bit of room, right? We can just do a little bit of this. I can put the Sword of Surtur in here. I don't know how to say the name. And I can even still fit Aegis in if I care. Now, this guy swings and does 7 damage per token. How many tokens we got? 6? Dude, die. Was that turn 2? Insane power. Insane power. We drop this in. We gain a card. It doesn't really matter. This one's really cool, by the way. I'm sad that I saw this at the very end. Effectively the same as that default defend you've got, but each time you use it, you can discard a card and draw a card. And if you don't have any cards to discard, you just get to draw a card anyway. Very strong card. I like that one. Topaz, enhanced 2 random skills. Dual just got upgraded to legendary. It gained effects and it 4 times when you use it now. Wow! Not that I need it because that's the end of the demo. Woo! Claps all around. We did all right. We did all right. It was a pretty fun build. Freedom with how you want to bend and twist and fit things into your inventory. You get the ability to expand upon your bags. You can pick and choose however you want to build things, and there's so many different named options. You've got the bound cards, the green ones, that have their own unique effects, that the way they want to play together. I tried to show you a bit of a Wrath build. I'm going to leave some clips in right here while I'm talking to show you the other Wrath build that I got that played a little bit more to Wrath strengths. I only had like 2 Wrath cards in this build, but that's still enough to make that sort of suitor thing go absolutely off. And the Poe was pretty good too. There's so many different named effects and ways that you can build in this already, and it's only just a very early demo. So once again, as I said at the top of the video, you can head down to the description, the pinned comment, there'll be links down there. You can head over to Steam and check out the demo for yourself. Get in, have fun. Remember, if you want to learn how to play the game, if you're not really sure about what you're doing, you can go through the story mode, which will show you what you can do. Don't be like me, and remember that you can rotate your pieces. Don't get stuck into thinking that you can't. And have fun with it. Just experiment, mess around, see what you can do. Make mistakes like I did until you kind of get the idea, get a hang of it, and then you'll figure out what you like and what you don't like. Another massive thank you goes to the entire team behind Pocket Legend for sponsoring the video. They got this demo out to me ahead of time before it even released on Steam so that I could get in, learn the game, and get this good video out for you guys as soon as possible so that you can go in and know what you're doing when enjoying the demo. But with all of that said and done, I've got to get out of here. I hope you guys have enjoyed Pocket Legend, and I will see you all again next time. Have a good one.